Is this working? Yep, the whole time my microphone wasn't even plugged in. Okay, now my microphone is plugged in. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to another live coaching session. Now that I've started doing these live, so people can watch live and get involved in the chat. Today, we're back with Tryndamere Top, as we did last week. Same time last week we did this. Client seems to have been playing a lot of Tryndamere. Got a lot of good games. Got not the best game here. Decent game here, and then similarly looks pretty decent here. But yeah, definitely putting the time in. We'll look to see what we can improve on now. I think I would like to talk a lot about the jungle in the second session, because this is the client's second session of 4. Get that out of the way and get the client thinking about that early into their journey. And then, yeah, like jungle tracking and stuff like that, playing your waves according to jungles. However, I will jump into the call with them. Before I call them, just to let you know, if you do like the style of coaching you see in these videos, take a look down in the description. You'll see a link to my Fiverr page. There you'll see the 3 packages of coaching I have available. The basic package is just a VOD review, which will not be streamed. If you do want to be on stream, you can get the standard package, which will give you the style of session that you're seeing in these videos. And if you likewise want more sessions like this client has, you can purchase the premium package, which is a bundle of 4 sessions over 4 weeks for the price of 3. So you get a nice little discount there. So yes, let's jump in the call and see what we can get up to.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Good. Yeah, I'm doing good myself, thanks. Okay, how's it been going for you over the past week? I've just had a look at your OPGG, but from your perspective, what do you think?
I think it's been going better. Macro stuff felt a lot better, but I'm still doing a bunch of mistakes in lane. I'm not too happy about that, and I played today, and I'm not sharp today. It feels maybe it's gonna be better.
All right.
We'll see. But otherwise, laning phase, yeah. I tried to give a turn to my opponent, and I'm always baited to want to be level 3 first and break the slow push too early. So that still feels hard to do.
You mean level 4? Or were you crashing second wave, or do you mean level 4?
No, I was crashing second wave pretty often. Maybe I overtrade level 1 and then it pushes.
Yeah.
I noticed many times that happens, so I crash second waves in that case. But yeah, even if I crash third wave, same thing happens with level 4. So yeah, it's a hard habit for me to break, I feel, to give a turn to the opponent.
Okay. We can take a look at that. My plan for this session, which we can still definitely go into, was to start involving the jungle role. So tracking enemy jungle and playing around our jungle and sort of figuring out what's going on in the jungle and then playing our waves according to that. Because I feel like if you lay that as a foundation and then build on that, when you're ahead, you're not going to throw your lead because, like, by dying to a gank or whatever. When you're behind, you're not going to get further behind because you understand when you're vulnerable. And then also you can set the enemy top laner up to be vulnerable to your jungle. But we can
Sounds
also
good.
take a look at some of this laning stuff if you want to queue up and share your
Yeah.
screen, and we'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, earlier today I all in the Timo level 1, and I walked up for the last auto, but that cost me 2 tower shots. That's insane.
Oh, that's nasty.
That wasn't good. So that kind of stuff feels like, yeah, might happen. Hopefully not. I'm gonna try to stay focused.
It seems like you've been winning a lot more than losing, though. So your
Yeah, yeah.
LP looks to be
Oh
improving.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I had really good games overall. Just today went bad, but that's recency bias.
Yeah. And now today will start going well, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe two, yeah. I'm pumped. Anyway.
Okay, so the main thing I'm going to be like asking you questions about is going to be the jungle role during this game.
Okay. Okay.
Just to try and get the cogs turning in your head about it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time people don't consciously think about it, and they've not yet. Like, what normally happens is that you start consciously thinking about it until it becomes autopilot, but a lot of the time people don't consciously think about what's going on in the jungle, especially for people that have never played jungle. I feel like it can be quite hard to understand like the timings and the location and stuff like that of the junglers.
Yeah.
And
what's hard for me is to measure how much it costs the jungler to move somewhere else. That's hard to. Sometimes I see the jungler, I respect him for what feels like 1 minute, but what actually is more like 10 seconds, and then he kills me. But yeah, that's
a very
that's
easy way to start building like time recognition in your head is just to think of it as waves. So if you wanted to respect for 1 minute, you would respect for 2 waves.
Yeah, that's way longer than
Yeah, it's just like it's much easier to measure waves than seconds, because seconds you have to keep looking at the clock, whereas waves you just sort of go, oh yeah, this wave's here.
When let's say my wave is bad or something, I get really impatient, and it's hard to respect.
Well,
sometimes.
Ideally, we're going to get into a position or like an understanding of the jungle where we can make sure that our wave is good when the jungle is going to be on our side of the map, and then we don't need to worry about that.
Provided I don't make a blunder. But
but if you do, we can look at how to recover it.
Yeah.
Okay, Nocturne is a little bit trickier once he gets level 6 because he can just press R and go on you, but especially early game, it's going to be very much the same sort of thing.
Yeah. So if he's playing Kale, I'm not sure between Grasp and Fleet there. Okay, Nasus. That's a hard matchup for me. I mean, early it's easy, but after a while, I just have to evade him, I feel, because Wither is too strong. Hopefully he fails to max it second, but yeah.
Yeah, it does counter you pretty hard.
Oh, I think what I should do is share my whole screen and not just the apps.
Yeah.
So let me do that quickly.
I think versus Nasus, the only things you can really do is you can go Swiftness Boots or you can go like QSS. Other than that, I don't think there's too much you can do as Tryndamere.
Yeah, QSS, yeah. Well,
very
the cooldown is so
vulnerable
short.
Yeah.
You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's playing Fleet, Ghost. I have a Shaco, which the mid lane seems extremely volatile.
Yeah, it does. I think this is a matchup where it's very important to give that extra turn to get the wave into a good position. Yeah, you need
extra distance to get him.
And also, transferring that into today's session, talking about the jungle, it makes it so much easier for Shaco to gank him if he's far up the lane.
Yeah. And I guess it's not really important for me to pressure him really hard level 1 because I'm going to crash anyways and he's going to sustain on the tower.
Yeah.
So I should definitely look to 3-wave crash, I feel.
how I think, like for a general baseline of what to aim for, how I think this matchup should go, is that you should try, if you can, you should try to deny XP on the first 3 melee minions.
Yeah.
And that will naturally start the wave pushing, and then you can go for your third wave crash off of that.
Yeah.
And then what
So
you're looking to do
trade
is
only
reset
he-
and stop him crashing when you come
Yeah,
back.
okay. I'm gonna try to do that. It feels like I can just early ward as well. I'm no danger in them.
Yeah, so that's one thing I was actually going to talk about is like how we start tracking the jungle. At what point we can start tracking him. Now, if you get an early ward, you can start tracking him straight away.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't feel danger. And I'm gonna walk to the first bush and to there. Yeah, I really don't know where he is. Maybe it's just AFK in the tower.
Yeah,
Who knows?
that's okay. You
Many,
win the level 1
many
very
people
hard,
do
so
that. Yeah.
ideally for
Many
him,
people
he would
do
walk into
that.
lane between his melees and his casters, so that if
Yeah.
you trade with him, you take full minion aggro. But if he doesn't, then you can just go and stand between him and his wave, and it's very
Yeah.
awkward for him.
He's not there.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna
yeah.
let the minion
Yep, good.
everyone.
Very good. Avoided minion aggro. Nice, you're looking at the XP. This is good. Excellent trade. Like, it looks like an even trade, but it's not, because he missed XP,
Yeah,
and you just get to crash later and heal to full.
Usually.
Oh,
I missed the creep.
it should be fine. You still have push.
Ah, I misclicked that one. I'm pressing Q here because I
Yeah.
don't plan to go in.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, I would probably... Yeah, you're fine.
So I didn't pay any attention to this, but yeah. So
I think what he did
yeah,
is really weird. Like, did he do your jungle's topside or something? We'll have to look in the game. The only thing we knew is that he didn't start in his topside. Oh, he must have done, yeah, because Shaco doesn't have his red.
Yeah.
Ah, he's punished for it.
Got it. Yeah. He's just dead now.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice.
And then you can stop this wave crashing.
Yeah. Has no potion. I lost only 1 minute, that's good. So I'm just gonna theme very likely and get Fury. I guess he has a lot of casters. I have
Get
to
Fury and
look
get
at-
level 4. You can ping, but like this is a case where you can ping for Shaco as well. Very nice. Lane went perfectly. Like, this is exactly how you want to play those first 4 waves.
That feels really good. And it's still freezing.
And a lot of that is just like, you executed it really well, but a big part of it is just having the plan.
On the cannon. Yeah, true. The plan was really clear in my head, so it helps to execute it properly. I'm gonna give him that creep. Try to fight him on the next wave.
Yeah, looks good. That's very good as well. Like, if you can chunk him out a little bit beforehand, then it's lovely.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's the cooldown on Wither, the one. Like
I
11
think
seconds, something like that?
I think it's about 8 seconds,
Okay,
maybe
okay.
higher.
Then
It
that's
might
not
be
too bad.
higher actually. It might be more like 10.
I fuck the freeze.
Yeah. So the main thing you need to be careful of in this state was when you're Eing on him. If you move to the side first, you can avoid Eing the wave. Oh, well, he's kind of just losing all his health. You can probably
He's
just
dead.
crash the wave and
Yeah,
dive, right?
yeah, for sure.
You might have to. I think you might have had to E it because the next one's gonna come.
Oh, yeah, next wave. It has no TP though, so.
An enemy has been slain.
I wanted to save me for the dive, but I think just wasted it. So yeah, okay, never mind. That was not good. I want to bait his Wither first, ideally. And now redive and it should be free.
Nice. Very nice.
The Shaco is doing this. Yeah, he's fine. I'm doing this because I don't think I'm going to freeze on him anymore. I
Yep,
think I have
we can start looking to play off
maybe-
tempo if you want.
maybe invade jungle or proxy or stuff.
Yep, proxy is good. I think it's very similar to Malphite matchup where you can kind of win early and then you stop
Yep.
being able to kill him, but you have push, so you look to
Yeah.
get as much done on the map as you can.
I have such a big lead as well.
Mhm.
Maybe on this once I can. It has ult and I don't, so maybe that's actually scary. Yeah, he's gonna die. I'm not gonna contest him now. That is like the best way to throw. But he's scared, so
The other thing you can consider when bearing in mind jungle is that if you ever are letting him push and your jungle's topside, like Shaco was there, you could bing it, or you can just let Shaco go play elsewhere and win solo. Oh, he's got no wither now.
yeah. I noticed that. Okay, I thought I had one more auto.
Okay, no.
I just have to give him that.
Oh, unlucky.
I tried to time it, but I failed.
Yeah.
And now jungler is top, so should be cleared.
I like the plan. The plan's really good. I think that was just execution, but like
Yeah.
the plan was good.
I could have killed him.
Yep. If you ever want to play like that, Nasus Q is 20 mana at all ranks. So he had less than 20, but now he has 20.
Okay. Am I fine?
I think so, yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's,
that was not so clean overall.
it's probably good for you to stay, because like you see how he's kind of trapped?
Yeah, true. It has no TP.
He might get it back up shortly, but again, you can just keep push, like you can force him to use it.
And now I'm gonna just
Yep.
then get the plates. Yeah, good call. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, so a lot of the time you can get, by just having more sustain, you can get people kind of trapped in
Yeah.
lane. Now you do want a reset, but this isn't an ideal reset. Do you think of any ways we could set up a better reset?
I didn't see it. To be fair, maybe crash next way.
I think you could try to push one on proxy one, maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because Nocturne is actually not top anymore.
Yeah, because he was just top before. Exactly. We'll cover that in the review.
Yeah. Yeah, he's holding that. I'm just gonna push this one.
Yeah, and then proxy next one.
Reset.
Or you could just fast push this and help shake up like grubs too.
Oh yeah.
If you have prio and something happens, then your plan
Yeah.
changes a lot of the time.
I really lack map awareness. That's for sure. I was not seeing it.
The best way to build it is to just be looking, like on that wave crash, just be looking for things, you know, because it's like, oh, I've got a perfect time to do something. Is there anything to do?
Yeah. He's pissed. Which is my way.
He's pretty angry. Yeah, if you can sustain up with Q... Oh, wait, what? Ooh. If you died there, the issue would have been that you didn't W. So sometimes, like in the Riven matchup, a lot of the time you can just use W for the AD. You know, because it reduces AD.
Yeah, true.
So like there, it would have been correct to W for AD reduce.
Yeah.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Alright, now we can, with Hydra, now we can really start clearing waves and proxying and just being a menace, like being everywhere on the map. We're essentially going to try and transform into a second jungler.
Yeah. I love doing that.
It's like you
sometimes
said,
I
Wither does
stay-
make it quite difficult to kill him now, but
Yeah.
we'll just
Yeah.
shift away from trying to kill him and we'll play elsewhere.
One time I would say Nocturne is invading my jungle here. Because that's how I feel. Yeah, I'm gonna focus next wave.
Yep. You also have 5 grubs, so you can look to, like, you know when you push the wave and then you run through to proxy, you can look to just tap the tower as well and put your grub dot on it.
Yeah.
Maybe demolish
Tower is
if you feel like you can stay close to it for long enough. Yeah, you
just
probably
take it
can.
under-
Yeah. Just be careful that you don't lose the tower, the first tower gold. Oh, it's not first tower actually, but it is
Oh
still
my god, yeah. Oh wow.
nice.
I thought it was that low. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because your grubs did so much damage after you left.
I'm fine with that. I could even. No, I can't. I should heal on these.
Yeah, you've got the next wave to heal on as well. I think you'll be fine.
I'm not taking them because Shaco is coming and I have a wave. How long do they chase?
If you Hydra the wave, you get so much health because lifesteal applies 150% to the active.
Okay. Can we? He has no ult. No, maybe not actually. Just trying to get deep vision.
Oh.
Okay, I scared him.
Oh! Would have been great if we got that.
Yeah. So he's gonna go away, but he has ult, so I should respect for a bit. So here I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. Could have based. I guess I took vision.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
he's
found
freezing.
Nocturne. I mean, part of it is just that you didn't get the blue. If you got it, then you definitely wouldn't have felt like you wasted time. But like here, if you just look at what's going on the map, there's very clear things that we can look for.
Yeah.
Like there's
I
all
just
sorts
wanted to
going
break
on
his
in mid.
freeze.
Yeah.
Maybe do that. Would be good.
Yeah, looks good. Oh, just keep an eye out for if anything's happening when you're not in lane. I mean, ideally when you are in lane too, but when you're in lane, you're going to push the wave.
Yeah. That's match, right? No, they're all there. Okay, I can't do that. Can I?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you after this fight.
Yeah.
So you could have very easily just wasted his ult there. You know the wall you spun over from Grump? If you just spun back over the wall, because he's Nasus, he can't deal with walls.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not good. Yeah,
Yep, that's good.
Where should I go?
I think the bot looks correct, yeah.
Yeah, even though Dragon is up soon, but I can catch that, push one more, and then back and go top again, maybe.
Yeah, I think that looks good. Back into the stuff we were talking about last week now with where we want to be.
Exactly. Maybe? No, not one more. I'm going mid, maybe. I can be there. I want to go top as soon as possible anyways.
Yeah. Definitely.
So he soon has ult again, I think.
Yeah, it's very low cooldown now. He basically always has it.
Oh, he's here somewhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk with him. I want tempo of the wave.
This game will be a bit less Tryndamere. Like normally you would be looking to take the tower, but into Nasus. Oh. Okay, yeah, now you just tried to get out and it should be free dragon for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll show me.
One thing you could do is ping the dragon, because a lot of the time your team won't be good enough to realize that they should be doing it. Maybe you can still get out. Probably back over the wall.
Yeah.
Good try. I don't know why they're not on the dragon yet, but again, it is a free dragon for you. Ideally, we would have got out, but...
Yeah. When I pinged, it took too long for me to do it, and then I couldn't dodge the Morgan Active, but it was very dodgeable. Well, that's still fine. Don't that.
I would probably get Mortal Reminder next. I feel like that's going to help you more than anything into Nasus.
Okay.
You get your 35% armor pen and you get your anti-heal. It's going to help a lot against him.
So here I should go bot actually. Probably. I don't know. This is.
I would only go bot if someone else was going top, because you do have to catch this wave.
Yeah.
But you also do want to be bot. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah.
Sometimes I ping for someone to go somewhere and no one.
Nice, your Silas level 10. How did that happen? He's the same level as your support.
Almost. 100 CS on him. Okay, he has no ult, I think.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, well that guy nearly moved your health bar.
Yeah. He's not even on my screen, really. Yeah, press W, thank you.
Nice.
So there's no jungle camps to do here. AceSol? Yeah.
Oh, with Hydra, he was dead. Okay, he
Oh,
died anyway.
wow. Looking mid.
You can.
Nice, nice.
So here I would ping Baron. It's a bit difficult now, but
I have no vision. Wow.
as soon as you kill him and you're starting to threaten that tower, ping Baron.
Yeah.
So that as soon
Yeah.
as your Nocturne ults on you, your team are ready to do Baron.
Yeah, true. I could have just run as well.
Yeah, you can also just leave. But still, I think
But
it's
if I have to
generally a losing play for Nocturne to gank you there,
Yeah, okay.
because then he loses Baron a lot of the time. Depends, because Silas, Senna, Caitlyn aren't actually great at killing Barons, so maybe it's actually quite a hard Baron. But again, now you can just go and pressure again, and
And I'm really happy I don't have to deal with Nasus.
Yep.
Nasus hates playing against Kate, Senna. So. I think this guy's ult is about the same as mine.
I think it's slightly shorter. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right.
An enemy has been slain.
He's not there. Let's see with W. Have ult.
Killing spree.
And they won. I'm not gonna take the camp. If you waste W, he's dead.
Yeah, you can probably also just do what you did to Nasus and just hit the tower in his face.
Oh wow!
Oh.
That's pretty awkward. Where am I running?
Oh, no.
Wow!
Okay, do you know how he was able to... Do you know how, like, Zed's W thing
Yeah,
works?
I think it's when he hits E on me.
Yes,
Reduce
so
cooldown.
only the E from Zed, not the E from any shadows.
Oh, okay, okay, I didn't know that. But I was still surprised, yeah, for how fast he came back up.
Like, a lot of the
Not
time,
nice.
the best thing you're going to be able to do if the enemy doesn't have kill threat on you is just, especially when you've got grubs, is just hit the tower in their face.
Yeah.
Because you can always, like, you hit the tower and they
Trade
take you to
half
half
my
health,
health.
and then the next wave
Yeah.
comes and you heal back up to full and you do it again,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
just keep
True.
Keep
It would be
going.
a better plan.
Now we can try to pressure for Dragon, though.
Yeah. I can't interact with that guy. Without ult. 20 stacks, 500 stacks. That's not that much. Leave me alone.
Oh, I don't like what your Silas is doing.
Hmm.
I mean, you can look to 2v1 him, maybe.
He's gonna get one shot, right? I don't even win.
Yep.
I thought I would dash in time.
Okay, maybe he's just too strong for you to 2v1 him now.
No, I had no faith in that play at all.
Yeah.
Like, I could just not go, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the Silas should just be at Dragon. That's
Yeah,
the main thing, but...
yeah, that's good.
He's a bit of a problem now.
Yeah. Always happens to me.
It's a counter pick. It happens. You've just got to try to get as much done as you can beforehand. Before it reaches this point, which your early game was very good. I think mid game could have got more done. Mainly just if we avoided the side lane deaths, then it wouldn't have led to like so little happening in the mid game. But the early game was very good.
I could be 270 last hits, yeah, if I didn't die.
And also they would have less gold, and you could probably have bot lane T2 tower. And maybe your team could have got Baron if you'd pinged for it, potentially. Just things like this where... Yeah, it's hard to say exactly what would happen, but could.
Well, a lot I could have done better, that's for sure. I'm just gonna ignore him and hit the tower.
Carefully your E doesn't hit him, but yeah, that's good.
That's bad. Right now. We do this.
Okay, they send... Like, in these cases, when they send 2 for you as well, the expectation should be that you win somewhere else. Now, your Silas DC'd from the game as that happened, so your team kind of got less done than you would expect, but, you know, what can you do?
Also, I was 100 gold short for my item.
Yeah.
That would have helped.
Yeah.
How strong is he? He's not... He's quite strong. Okay.
It's good. Here is a case, again, where I would start pinging Baron, just so that it's in your team's... Like, as you're starting to push out, get it in their mind. Because you can't make them do it, but you can make them think about it. Because they're going to see that you pinged it, and then... It's like, here, especially with 1 dead, this is really good. So ping Baron. A lot. The best way to do it as well is to press tab and click the thing at the top.
Okay.
Because then it literally says Baron Nashor. And I think it even starts the vote thingy.
I can go somewhere down.
Nice. Got the W.
I think I should base here.
Yeah, and go catch top wave. Generally speaking, it's very good that you got mid T2, so now I would start playing for inhibs. Once you get the side lane T2s, rather than trying to get inhib, I would look to push deep to pressure and then try and get the mid T2 as well. And then you've just got fully open... Like, start... Like, this, the T2s are your objectives, and then once you've got those, try to expand it around the map more so than just keep splitting. But the later it goes, the more valuable an inhib is. Again, your Caitlyn... I would have pinged Dragon.
Oh, wow.
Just needed to press R.
Yeah. I think I messed up an input. I thought I dashed, and I was still in range, and a couple seconds for me to process it, and then, yeah. Yeah, not sharp today, but that's fine.
No, it's fine. It happens. The main issue, or one of the main issues you're struggling with this game is that your team are not in the right position, and the only thing you can do about that, which does help a lot of the time, is if you press tab.
Yep.
And you see at the top you have the dragon timer. If you just left click it pings it. Yeah. And if you just click it as many times as it lets you, a lot of the time people respond to that. I think it's like 5 or 6 times it lets you do. And
Yeah.
people just see it flood their chat, and they start doing it.
Can we fight now, maybe? And I just out. So we lost Dragon, and I'm not for sure. Okay. Not sure it should be there. Can we play that? Okay, he's taking in my back.
I think maybe you could have gone in with that E on Nocturne Ezreal.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I had no R. I was scared.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna push mid. I can't defend anything with that health. -1. We're just ending the game?
He
No,
gone.
they can defend.
Yeah, I think this mid push is good. You can probably get an inhib yourself now. Just press tab and check the... Oh, you can see the respawn timers in the bottom right, can't you? Yeah, so you got 15 seconds. So this should just be an inhib for you. Very nice.
I think I'm gonna exit towards that side. I have a lot of gold, but
Yeah, I definitely think the best
maybe-
thing you can look to... Oh, that looks good.
can I hit?
Free kill, nice. Good ping. Yeah, I definitely think the best thing you can do is get IE and then grab a QSS, and then when you do fight Nasus, just be ready for the Wither and instantly QSS it, and then just start smacking him.
I'm not sure I win even if I do that.
No, but if it's in a team fight, then
Yeah, I'm not gonna try any 1v1. So let's maybe on 3.
okay.
I'm not confident I'm gonna be sharp on that either, but yeah.
It's fine.
We have
The
to
best
try.
way to be sharp on it is to be ready. Yeah,
Yeah.
like just have in
Yeah.
your brain, when this guy withers me, I'm going to press QSS, and then he withers you and you press it. Rather than having to... Because then you don't have to react to it. I would definitely, with this Baron buff, I would definitely get in that side lane though, and start
Yeah,
Baron minioning them.
yeah. They're gonna deal with Nasus. And
Yeah, they don't even need to be mid, because you've got inhib down, so... It's fine.
Well, I just have to make sure I don't get caught.
Yeah, just be mindful of, like, E-ing... I would probably not E the wave to push.
Yeah. I saw Nocturne mid. Kill me. If I were him, I would, to be fair. Okay, that's not on me.
Here I'd just be checking to see if you need to recall to stop the game ending. Or maybe you can try to end yourself. Have to see how it goes.
Zed is tipping back.
Yeah, you might have to recall then. Maybe you can get inhib first. No, it doesn't look like it.
No, we're gonna try. We'll try a tier 2. It's not the worst.
Yeah, you got a lot of gold now. You can complete your QSS item. Can you get an elixir as well? No, not quite.
No.
You actually have a lot of lifesteal though, because that item gives lifesteal now. The QSS one.
No, I'm not sure I want to fight actually. Wow. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, and all of a sudden he doesn't he doesn't slow you into oblivion anymore.
Yeah. I first pressed Hydra, but found the key.
No, it was good. It was pretty quick. It's a very good kill as well. It might get you Dragon Soul. Oh. it's looking pretty dicey. Definitely could have flashed earlier. I think you wanted to
Yeah.
save your flash.
No, yeah. Not charges, I think. Maybe, yeah,
Okay,
just
okay.
dragon.
They can take it. I think I would push bot. There's only Ezreal alive, so you can just push while they're doing this.
Okay.
That's something to consider. Is like,
Yeah.
can they even stop the dragon? And I think in this case the answer is no.
Maybe just make sure they start it, but I mean, who
Yeah.
wouldn't? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you actually one away from Sol. I thought you got the previous one. I guess not.
Oh, it's a banger.
Okay, that's the one guy who can actually stop you. So
Yeah. Oh wow! Again. Wow. Yeah.
just a little bit more damage than you expected.
So here, should I buy Elixir or save for Zephyr?
Oh,
Probably Elixir
good
because
question. I forgot about Zephyr actually.
I would
Maybe
get
it is
Zephyr at the
Zephyr
right
angle.
space, probably. Because this is 2k, so...
Yeah, yeah, probably save for Zephyr then.
Really? I think Elixir, and then next time I go to base, I would have enough, probably.
Well, you go down to 1 point. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. As long as you're gonna get 800 gold, which you hopefully
Yeah.
are, then yeah.
Should happen pretty quickly. I wonder if I
Well, that's
should
not
take
ideal.
blue here. Yeah.
You might have to make a bit of a
If
play
you will
to.
play, maybe?
Yeah, maybe not.
He's trying.
Ah. Oh, he's stalling.
Ally has been slain.
This is ending the game there. I can't fight. I should.
Nice. I think you can backstep out. Okay, here I think you can backstep out of the E and then spin back in.
Oh, I could have cleansed it as well.
I guess you could have cleansed it as well, yeah. I don't think you even need to cleanse it though. If you just ran backwards and then spun back in. You can do that against Nocturne, Karma, any of those types of champs.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Didn't think about it, but yeah, true.
An enemy has been
Ooh, that's huge. Nasus died.
Yeah. That.
Ooh, very nearly. Very nearly lived. A very bad
Yeah.
time to die though.
Yeah. I'm not sure what went through my mind here.
What do you
Like,
think the best thing, like, once they killed Nasus, what do you think the best thing you could have done would be there?
Pressure the inhibs for my team. Make
Yeah,
sure
I
my
think the
team-
best thing for you to pressure, if you look at their structures that are alive and think about like what's the best thing to pressure, even if it wasn't opposite Baron, I think the best thing to pressure is that bot tower. Because
Okay.
if they lose that, then they have 3 open inhibs, and you can just walk into the base from any direction and take them at any point.
Yeah, okay.
But especially given that Baron was up, since it's the opposite side pressure. It's kind of the predicament you're in, is that Nasus can just walk into your base from any place and take all of your inhibs.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe? No.
Nice.
Just trying to carry it out. Yeah. We can't fight that yet.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Okay, you're probably gonna have to mindfully like go in and use to stop them ending and use your QSS on the Wither.
Can I move? Looks like... Oh, I had QSS all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, very good early game. Lots of
Yeah,
improvement for mid late.
Yeah,
Mostly
sure.
just not making silly mistakes which throw it away. But that's kind of the problem with being in a matchup like this where you're countered, is that you don't have the luxury to make mistakes, because otherwise he just takes over.
Yeah.
But
Still,
some good things to take away are, it's definitely the early game, and if you can play out your lanes like that and have plans for how you're gonna play, especially your first 4 waves. Like, it was very much, I'm gonna do this in my first 4 waves. Did it? Okay, he's dead. Good. Like, a lot of the time that will happen. If you have
I
that
can't
plan.
make plans for myself in every matchup. There's maybe a third of the matchup when I'm confident what my plan should be, and yeah.
I think if you watch like Fogged or anyone else that plays a lot of Halo Tryndamere, even if they don't explain what they do, if you watch what they do, and there's going to be like a couple of main things that they do. They're either going to try and get push and crash and then keep pushing, or they're going to try and get push and crash and then let it bounce out.
Yeah.
And just try to figure out why they're doing what they're doing with their wave. Or maybe if they're like hard counter picked, they might let them push and then try to play out the bounce. Maybe that's a thing. Let me share my screen to you now.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, like your early game was really good, your laning phase. What I want to look at for the early game is thinking about what the jungler's doing and what we would expect the jungler to be doing and how we would play around that. So if we look here, you get this ward, right? So they've actually already invaded, and this is Silas's fault for being AFK under his turret instead of covering here. But, you know, that happens. You're doing the right thing, looking to get your cheese off. And we see that Nocturne isn't starting here. So let me turn the fog to red. So this is what we see. So in this position, what are we expecting to happen with junglers? What are we expecting both junglers to do?
But clearing from bot to top.
Yeah, so they're both going to appear here. And as a general rule of thumb, it may be lower. Like, the number gets bigger. It takes longer for your junglers to clear the lower rank bracket you're playing in. But I would generally say about 3 minutes, 15 seconds, they're going to end up here and kill these camps.
Yeah. So they should show a bit earlier than that, right? Like 3 minutes? Oh.
I think this ward will die by the time he gets here.
Oh yeah.
The main use of this ward is you see that he didn't start here, and then you work it out.
Yeah.
Now,
correct. Yeah.
The fact that he was able to just walk in here for free without being seen is kind of criminal, because this guy is he's still AFK. Lane started and he's just AFK. Yeah. But most games that's not going to happen, and you can just deduce that, okay, he's starting here or here, like chickens or red, because that's where they start, and then he's going to path into top after. And then we say, okay, he's probably going to be looking to gank me at about 3:15. That's the normal timer that you want to play around. Now, the reason third wave crash is so good.
Yeah, I'm in base at this time now.
Yeah, you're either in base or you've backed off, because you crash the wave around like 3 minutes. Maybe sometimes you can even crash it at like 2:55 or something. And you're just not gankable from that. After this 3:15 window, what does the jungler want to do? So let me actually zip ahead to 3:15. Okay, so what actually happens is a bit weird, because there was the invade and stuff. It's not a very standard game for junglers. So normally what would be happening is that this guy finishes his clear, and then like now he would be looking to gank you, but there's all this weird invading and stuff, and he tried to cheese gank you after he did Shaco's topside. He tried to cheese you. Okay, so your 3:15 window has passed because you crashed your third wave. If we assume that Nocturne and Shaco had both just played a standard game where they full cleared, where would you expect Nocturne and Shaco to be now?
Fighting for top scuttle?
Yes. So at 3:15, you expect, like, maybe if it's a fast clearing jungler, you can move it, down or up depending on speed and what bracket you're in. For example, if I was playing in Grandmaster and the enemy was a Zyra jungle, I would expect to be getting ganked at 3 minutes because her clear is crazy fast. But for most jungle champs in most elo brackets, 3:15 is reasonable. So then you're respecting, but then at 3:30 you're expecting them to be here over this. Now, I think last week we talked about good and bad times to move, like good and bad waves to move. So the other good thing is that this is slow pushing into you, which is a good time for you to move down here. It's like it's not a good time for him to move down. So this third wave crash also plays right into that. If, let's say, both junglers path top and you want to contest this grab, then the third wave crash plays perfectly into that. Okay. What about... So let's say that happened, right? And then Nocturne takes top grab. So now Nocturne's taken this crab at like 340 or something, like here.
Yeah.
What do you think Nocturne could do now? What do you think his options are?
He can try to gank either top or mid or recall.
Yes. So he did this pathing and then he took crab. And now he can once again look to gank you. So at 345-ish or 340, you're vulnerable again. So you have these very defined vulnerability spots at like 315-ish and 340-ish. By the time it reaches about 4 minutes, or maybe 4:15 at a push, by 4:15, I would say he's definitely recalled because these camps are respawning and these ones are dead.
Yep.
So by that time, I would expect him to go back into his bot side. So then you can start playing very aggressive again.
I'm curious at what timer I all in him. Probably a bit early, but we knew Nocturne was dead. So
it lines up pretty nicely if you let him play out this wave. Then you see how like this wave would end just after 4 minutes. So it actually lines up really nicely. The other thing is that if you bounce the wave, one thing you can sometimes choose to do is if you're... Let's say we drop this ward here, and we see Nocturne starting it, and we see Shaco starting here.
Yep.
So Nocturne's pathing away from you, and Shaco's pathing into you. You can deliberately crash second wave instead of third, because then if you imagine that you crashed second and it started slow pushing into you one wave earlier, then right now, instead of this wave, you would be on this wave, which for Shaco's gank at this timer, like just after crab, is very good. So the only time I would ever 2-wave crash is if I'm trying to set up this gank for Shaco after he clears into topside. Otherwise, 3-wave crash, basically, if we imagine every it works out well for us because we saw the one where they both path top and we're contesting Scuttle. And it's better for you to move because it's slow pushing into you. If your jungler paths top and theirs paths bot, it's good because like this, you can gank him. If your jungler paths bot and...
You cut out for 10 seconds or so. Maybe it wasn't on my end, I don't know. But...
Oh, okay. I was just going through the different scenarios where if you do a third wave crash, it's just really good in every scenario. And basically, like I was saying, second wave is only to set up this gank. Because we saw the one where both junglers are contesting crab because you could come through here and it's slow pushing into you and it's easier for you to help because Nasus would lose more since it's slow pushing into you. That was what happened in this game. If your jungler paths away from you and theirs paths into you, then on his gank timers you're in base or the wave slow pushing into you, so you can just wait patiently.
Safe.
And if your jungler comes top and theirs goes bot, then you can do exactly this. You can set up this gank. And then if both junglers go bot, then that's just your standard 1v1. You've crashed this wave, let it pull out, hold it here, look to all in. So in every scenario, third wave crash is good. It's just sometimes you can deliberately do the second wave to try and hold it here for this gank timer instead of here. Okay, so that's what I would do in the early game regarding waves. I'd look to... Basically what you want to do, that early ward you did is very good. Let's talk about some ways that we can find the jungler. So one is what you did, which is you ward here and then you see him if he's here. A lot of the time, especially as you start getting higher, if your mid gets push, they will ward... They'll either come here and do this, or they'll come here and do this, which is a bit better because you get all this, but this one's good too. Do you know how to figure out what the jungler did just by pressing tab when this ward
Yeah,
spots
look at
them?
him. Yes.
Perfect.
If he's on 12 and starting that, he's going top to bot. And
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. So yeah, the Raptors ward is really good. If you spot him on it, you can figure out exactly what he's doing based on that. And that can help you figure out what to do with your waves as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm doing it. I just know about it.
Yeah, no, but that's good. The more you start to
Yeah.
think about it, the more you can try to implement it into your games, and it will definitely help. Okay. From there, I mean, obviously in this game, this happens. Based on what happened in this game, where would you expect Nocturne to be right now?
He should be either clearing his crags, I would say.
Yeah, I probably would have expected him to come bot
Oh,
side.
maybe that's... Yeah. Maybe he's on Wolf already. I don't know.
There's two things he could be doing. He could be doing this down or this up. Like, he could do Wolves down or he could do Krugs up. I think Krugs up is probably better because he'll get more camps that way, quicker. But
Yeah.
should we have a look? Where is he? He's on bot crab.
Oh, he runs straight for bot crab. Okay.
That seems bad to me. I feel like he's going so far out of his way and wasted a lot of time. But hey, I mean, he's bot side, so that's what we expected him to be in bot side.
Yep.
So if you assume that he does this and then full clears to top, which it's kind of ended up back in a more normal state, because like if he'd done the normal thing and pathed into you and then done crab and then recalled at about 4 minutes and then come into bot side, that's basically where we're at now. It's 4 minutes and he's gone into bot side. A lot of the time what's going to happen is that he's going to clear up again and then he's going to arrive at top. I would say anywhere between like 5:30 and probably like 5:30ish. He would arrive back at top. So that's kind of your next window. Maybe it's even later. Maybe it's 6. It depends how late he recalls off of his first clear.
Okay.
But you can start to build this pattern of like, I would think of it in 3-wave blocks. So it's very easy to think of from the start of the game because we crashed 3 waves, right? And we know he's not there on those 3 waves because he started. Well, he didn't start here, so we assume he started bot. So we say, okay, he's not there on these 3 waves. That means he is topside the next 3 waves, which are the ones that come into you.
Yeah.
Which is why you're safe. And then what you can think is, okay, the next 3, he's probably not going to be top lane again. He's probably going to be bot lane. So you can play out these waves where you have to push. And then you would think, okay, the next 3. Now, a lot of the time, junglers are going to do things that shake it up, and you have to adapt on the fly. But this is like the basic sort of pattern that we can build. And then once you start to get to the point where Grubs and Drake are involved, a lot of junglers will heavily prioritize them, and it then makes it a bit easier to figure out where they're going to be again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of information. It seemed like you understood it all, though. Just to make sure, is there anything that you weren't?
No, that all makes sense to me. It's just in game I can't juggle all that, but I understand the concepts.
That's fine. Next game, what I'll try to do for the early game, instead of I'll try to tell you like a matchup plan if you want for your first 4 waves in the loading screen, but I will probably just talk to you about the jungle, and I'll try to tell you where he should be, and I'll try to touch on like, okay, now it's this time on the clock, and we can start thinking about it in game. And even if you just like, because while you're doing that, you're thinking less about your lane, so you're gonna naturally play worse in lane because your brain is dedicated to other things. So even if you want to go play some normals and just focus more on that than on laning, that works, because it's a pretty easy thing to practice in normals. It's not like the quality of your lane opponent's gonna matter. You're just trying to think about these timings and get it more autopilot for you.
Yeah. I should probably focus on that for maybe 10 games or so
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if that's all right.
Because basically, the reason we're doing this now is that the earlier we do it, and the more time you have to build it into like autopilot. Once you build it into autopilot, then every time you play well and you get ahead, you're not going to be throwing it by this guy coming in and killing you, which is. I feel like the jungler is the main character of League of Legends. Like these guys are just the main characters, and if we play around them properly, for example, this kill that we got on Nasus, you set it up perfectly, but at the end of the day, it did require the main character to come in and kill him.
Correct.
But you did your job correctly. It's just your job revolved around Jacob. So yeah. Let me play it out a bit. You can kind of cheat because you can see camps disappearing, but based on what we were saying before, where would you expect Nocturne to be now?
Almost ready to gank me top.
Yeah, you'd expect him to be like crossing back into his top side, because it's been like 3 more waves since he went bot, right? If he went bot at 4 minutes, and there's one wave every 30 seconds, it's been 124, so it's basically been 3 waves. So now you would expect him to be back on the other side of the map. So we'd expect him to be on this side. So what do you think he would probably look to do this game? If he can.
Well, he could play for grubs.
Yeah, perfect. Generally, at around 5-6 minutes, the jungle's going to look to play for the objective of the map, the side of the map that they're on. So what you can start doing is, if you can get your wave into positions where it's better for you to play the grubs, at 6 minutes, it's very good. So like, this is actually perfect because this wave isn't going to crash, and then you can crash the next one, and you can go do this.
Yeah. I want to recall as well, but it's not a great timing. If I can be here for grubs, it's better. Probably.
So based on what we've just covered, what's something that could really help us in this situation? Where the situation is, we assume Nocturne is top side, and we want to crash the next wave.
Just ward the pixel bush.
Yep.
Right.
Perfect. Drop a ward here. This is like the best timing for us, is when we're trying to crash this wave, and we're assuming Noc is top. So dropping this ward just brings us so much extra safety.
Yeah. I'm not sure I did it. Probably not.
Possibly. Let's see.
Yeah, just focused on killing my lane opponents, but yeah, the ward. I had time to ward, for sure.
Yeah. And then what you can do here is you can ping to ask your Shaco to come play for grubs, if, you know, you could ping the grubs. Definitely the best ping to do is the one where you press tab and you click the thing at the top. Oops, I've just closed the scoreboard by pressing tab. But that's the one that people respond to most, because it's most obvious in the chat, because it comes up in like a different colour, I think, rather than just a plain white text. And it also brings up the little vote thingy where people have to say like yes or no to it.
Yeah.
So here, I think going for grubs would definitely be your best plan. Although actually you're setting up your dive, which you did perfectly. The risky thing about this dive is that we assumed Nocturne was top. But I mean, you played the dive very well. You went in, you baited the Wither, you went back in. He didn't hit level 6. One thing I was thinking about in this moment is, because you're spending time baiting out the Wither and then re-diving, does he have time to hit level 6? He's actually miles away, so you don't need to worry about it. But bear that in mind sometimes.
Yeah, true. Also, he was pretty low on mana, so if he hits 6, he has barely 2 Qs. Maybe that's still a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think the main thing is just it takes you longer to kill him. Yeah. But you might even still be able to make the dive work. But this is very good. Very good situation for you. And from here, you just snowballed the lane.
Yeah, I feel up to this point it was going very well, but then I don't feel I made my advantage grow that much. Maybe I did. I don't know. He should not be able to play for a while.
Yeah. That was unfortunate. Yeah. That should have been another kill.
What happened there? Did I time it? I failed to press time it or what?
I think you missed the E. You tried to flash auto E, and you missed the E. You got a very good trade on him here. Yeah. You're setting up another dive. Okay, another auto, another E auto. Yeah, huge. And then he altered. Okay, here I think... Oh, I think your biggest problem here is you just took some free Qs while he was in his ult. I think if you just wait his ult out and then play the dive again, like now he's gonna have no ult, right? So you can just do the exactly what you did last time, where you baited out the Wither and then redove. If you just do that, he's just dead. But instead, you give him this really good trade here, and then you have to ult this.
I failed my slow as well.
And then the E doesn't hit on the way out.
And also no timeout, Many ways to kill him,
Still, he's pretty stuck in lane. Still a decent situation for us. Okay, so this is the first time we've had info on Nocturne in a while.
Yeah.
He just appeared in our top lane at 9 minutes, and we saw he had... One thing to keep in mind is what buffs does he have. So we saw he had blue buff. So what can you assume from this position, based on what Nocturne just did?
He probably just cleared his top side, so...
Yeah, you would expect that he's just done this and come into top. So you would think that within the next 30 seconds or so, unless there's grubs, which there isn't, so there's nothing for him to do here, you would expect he's going to go back into bot side. And then you're going to get 3 waves where he's not there. And then you can expect to have him there again. The later into the game it goes, the more it starts to turn into like 2 waves instead of 3, because their clears get faster and faster.
Yeah.
I think this guy's dead here. Ah, yeah. Here, in this case, he was dead if you just kept autoing him. The reason is that if you had his... You know where the thing... Like up here?
Yeah.
You can see his mana. Nasus Q is always 20. So that might help in the matchup in future. If you ever see that he has less than 20 mana, he can't Q. Every single rank is 20.
Makes sense. I was scared to die through a regular auto, I think, but yeah.
Okay.
And also, I think I tried to auto, then Q, and I did the reverse.
Oh, he's here again. Okay, so now we see him again, same thing. So we adjust, right? We go, okay, he's still top. He's definitely going to want to go into his bot side now. So now it'll be the next 3 waves that we can think, okay, he's not going to be here. So yeah, like things change, things surprise you, but then you can readjust and go, okay, this is what happened, fair enough. Now I'll expect him to do that. And I think, looking at this, there's no way he doesn't go, like he's going to recall and go bot. Maybe he does this top grab first, but there's literally nothing else for him to do. He has to recall and go bot now.
He's not looking for it as well, so that's a recall.
Ah, he's doing this, and then he's gonna... Does he recall and go bot, or does he just walk? Okay, he's invading. There's nothing to invade, though. Yeah, he's just walking back into his bot side. Bit weird, but hey, I mean, he's where we expected now. He's on the bot side of the map, so we've got a nice little 3 ways where we can play. Very aggressive. And we do this, we get his TP, because we hard shoved. And we go and get second grubs. Or is this still first grubs? No, this is second grubs, yeah. It's a shame that we end up losing one of them. For me, the different, like... 1 grub does basically nothing. In fact, 1, 2, and 3 grubs does basically nothing. 4 grubs is pretty good, and 5 grubs is the same as 4 grubs. This is pretty good. 6 grubs is just incredible. Like, it's so good. So, if you get like 1, 2, or 3, the main reason you're trying to get 3 is to stop them having 4.
Yeah.
4 and 5 are the same. They're good. It's very good to have that. And 6 is like, okay, I've got 6 grubs. Because now, when you have 6 grubs, anytime you can hit a turret. I mean, it surprised you just with 5 how much. You remember when this turret nearly died? Yeah. And you didn't realize? Yeah. It's even more, because not only does the damage over time have an extra stack, but you get 2 little guys instead of 1, and these guys also apply the damage over time. And they also tank a turret shot, so your minions hit for longer and you can hit the turret for longer. So It basically means anytime you can hit the turret, anytime someone goes for a recall or anything in the game, you can just push and hit the turret and you'll do a ton to it. Anytime anyone tries to group for dragon, you can hit the turret and it'll just disappear. And that is not just true for you, it's true for every single player on the map. So, like, when Grubs got revealed, people were like, oh, this is going to be huge for, like, Fiora. But I actually think it's just huge for everyone, because it doesn't actually make a difference how hard you hit turrets. Grubs does... Oops, just nearly knocked a glass over. Grubs does the same regardless, so yeah. It's basically, to sum up that entire conversation, it's a shame that he managed to get one, because 6 is so good. If we got 6, it would have been incredible. But you do get out here, right? Yeah, you do. Very, very small thing to touch on here is that you have W, so you can reduce his AD when he goes for this dive. How much does it do at rank 1 W? It's still 20 AD, so you would take 40 less damage from that, because he did an auto and a Q. So yeah, definitely could have made a difference.
Was caught off guard here, I really did not expect him to go for that.
Yeah. Oh. Guy just appeared out of nowhere. I guess it was his TP spell with a spectator bug. Still, very ahead in this game. The main thing that you don't want at this point is to die, because then you lose all your tempo and you give them a shutdown.
Yeah.
So we want to avoid dying, and keep playing to maximize resources and take turrets and stuff. Pressure side lanes. So you're definitely in the right place. You start taking the turret in his face. And then what you go for with the... I think you start going for Gromp. This is good. It's just this tower is dying way faster than you thought, and you nearly missed it. But luckily you don't miss it. Just bear this in mind in future.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to miss that. It's a losing fight for you. Yeah, I think the main thing here is you kind of got baited into fighting him, just thinking, oh, I'm so much stronger, but again, he's a counter pick, so it doesn't benefit you to fight him. You could have just taken the next wave again, like behind him, and then just reset.
Yeah, for sure. I just did not respect his power.
That's fine. From here, we're just looking to take waves, push towers, and create pressure. So this is very good. I would probably like to swap into bot lane now, because Herald's up. You're looking for something to do in mid. I mean, this is still a very good use of your time. You very nearly get this blue buff. And you're threatening this guy too.
No, I have to break the freeze here. But I feel...
I think, actually, what you could do, instead of feeling like, oh, I have to break this freeze, is just recall and go bot. Because your team are topside.
Okay.
You just recall and go bot and start pressuring this, and Ezreal can't side lane into you. Because the freeze is good for Nasus because he's farming. But the freeze is also good for these guys because, like, Herald is what they're playing for.
Yeah.
So the wave being here is good for them because they have pressure. So if you just come here already and start... Like, as soon as you didn't get the blue, if you just recall and come here and start pressuring it, get this wave here, then all of a sudden they've got extra things to deal with, and then you can start threatening this tower, putting... Like, against Ezreal, Ezreal's one of those champs where you can push the wave, walk up to the turret and just start hitting it, and then spin out afterwards, and then the next wave comes and you heal back up, and you just do it again.
Yeah.
So I definitely think bot would be the best place for you to be here. Because you can't really get much done into Nasus anymore. That is the main thing. And against champs like this, there was a really clear spot where I was going to touch on it. I'll see if I can find it later in the game again. Actually, Ezreal gets a full turret off of you not going there as well, so it does end up pretty bad. But yeah, what you can look to do is, I think there was a time where you were pushing bot and no one was reacting to you, and you got this turret, and Nasus was pushing top. And I was waiting to see if he would recall, because if he did, you can recall and go top. Do you know, like, you can sort of play cat and mouse and not let him match your lane.
I'm much faster than him, so I should use that.
You have better wave clear as well. You're faster at pushing and faster at moving around the map. Okay, here, if you just spun back out over the wall again, there's literally nothing he can do about it. Like, you could just keep spinning over the wall and he can never catch you.
Yeah, true.
This is something you can do against Nasus, Garen, Darius, Olaf, any of these champions. If you just play around where the walls are, like this wall is very good for it. This one here, this one here, this one, this one, this one as well. If you're fighting like around here, you can just spin over this wall. Basically ends the fight straight away. Okay, let me turn on objective timers. Yeah, we're just catching this bot wave, right? And then we're looking to move top. I think that was what we decided.
Yeah.
I don't like the Yasena's following you, really. Like, the only thing you can do about that is ping the objective. Try and get it in your teammates' minds. Okay, here I think you can live, but also I was talking to you and you're listening to me instead of just playing, so that's also partly my fault.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, here your team should just be getting Dragon for free. They're taking Crab for some reason and then ganking bot, but
is dead.
I mean, they do end up getting the Dragon anyway. Ideally, in an ideal world, you don't die and you don't lose tempo and you don't give over a shutdown and your team also gets Dragon for free. That's the reason you're here. So this is the first mistake, is you die here and it helps them back into the game quite a lot. But it's still fine. It's just you lose a lot of tempo, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's more important, honestly, that you spend 30 seconds dead than it is that you give them the gold for killing you.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. It makes sense.
Because you can end up in this position as Tryndamere when you win lane, where they're just constantly having to react to you, whereas now you give them time to push, to reset, buy items, whereas you can just keep so much pressure on all the time if you just don't die. So that's the ideal outcome.
A bit like a Garrett would do with his passive, right?
Yeah.
It's immovable.
Yeah, because you've got lots of sustain, so as long as you're not dying, you don't actually ever have to be off the map. And then I think later on, do you kill him this time, or... I think this time you kill him, right? It's next time that you die?
Yeah, I think.
And there was a small mistake, I think, where you didn't Hydra. There. But he dies to your red buff, so...
Yeah, that's lucky.
Works. Okay, and then here, do you remember what the only thing I said for you to do was? I think it's, honestly, I think it's fine for you to stay.
Being Baron.
Yep. Yeah. You're kind of like a shepherd trying to herd your sheep to do what you want. Okay, we're alive again. And again, it's just trying to get them to think about Baron. Kind of scary, actually. He nearly kills you if he hits. If you hit that, he would have killed you.
I thought he had no ult.
Yeah,
that's why,
it's just quite low cooldown. But what I would be thinking about with this Zed is that, especially when you've got your ult up, he can never kill you, and you have so much sustain. So I'd just do that thing I was talking about with the Ezreal before. Just push it in, hit the tower, spin away, carry on. It's like on this wave, if you just... especially now that he's used his spells, you can just hit this tower. With 5 grubs as well. If you ever have 6 grubs, it's even better. You'll just start melting it.
Yeah, instead I try to trade, which is a bit pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad angle on the E. I was probably dead anyways, right? His shadow came up if I run like that.
I don't think the rest of the game is too bad. There's a couple of times where you didn't press R in time.
Yeah.
But if we just look at what happened in the past 5 minutes alone, all of the lead we got, we didn't use it because we died 3 times. So I think this is the main area of the game I would look to sharpen up on, because the laning phase was really, really good. even transitioned out of the laning phase, like after you couldn't kill him anymore, you pressured well, you got Herald, you took his tower, you got Grubs with Prio at one point. That was all very good. It's just then start... One, don't die, because then your pressure goes away. And two, think more about the turrets than kills.
Yeah.
That would be the main thing.
We'll try.
Late game, I'm not too concerned about. I think
me neither. It was
okay, but you kind of just got outscaled by Nasus. You gave him that big window to get back in the game.
Yeah.
Should we go for another one and try to talk about the jungle stuff while we're in?
Yep.
Awesome.
Just starting to queue. Share screen.
Okay, let me get your stream on my monitor, and then we're good. Nice. Okay, yeah, if you can get that ward you get, a lot of the time as Tryndamere, you're pretty safe to do that because you can just spin away if they are there. So you're safe to go for it. If you can get it, then you do get full info on their jungle a lot of the time, unless they have a sweeper, and then you're pretty happy.
Yeah, no one has a sweeper in my elo. Level 1.
Oh shit. The Gen G players have arrived in Europe.
Oh, wow.
Luckily they're in Diamond, not Platinum, so you won't have to play against Chovy and Canyon right now. I think they're duo queue. They're 31-0.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Imagine you're just like a Diamond EUS player, you queue up for you get home from work, you go into your solo queue game and you play against duo queue Chovy Canyon. That's not fair.
That's a dream. I mean, I would love to get stomped by these guys.
I mean, you would learn a lot, yeah. But imagine it's your promo into Master or something.
Yeah.
And Chovy Canyon on enemy team. Unlucky.
Tough luck. We have a Shekro again. Queen, interesting. I'm a bit self-countering myself, but that's alright.
Yeah, I don't think it's big of a deal, especially since the aim is practice rather than
yeah, for sure. I played against a Queen earlier this week, and yeah, she was really bad. It was really easy to beat her E and then go in, and yeah, I had a good game. But yeah.
I would imagine that normally what happens is she gets push and then you play the bounce.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I feel it's okay for me to, or maybe yeah, try to fish for. No, should I not even try to fish?
No,
for
you can definitely try. Like a lot of the time, players won't take the initiative and get the push. So sometimes you can get level 2 first, and then you can actually win a losing matchup off of that. So you should definitely see if they let you do that.
Yeah.
But sort of expect to not get pushed and be like, let's see if I can, and then if you can't, don't lose the game by not giving it a push. I smell fire. I'm assuming somebody just has a fire, and it's not that something is on fire, but.
They have the Gragas Yasuo combo.
Ooh, let's see one.
But our carries have a lot of range, so they're not easy to catch.
Yeah.
But they are immobile though. Yeah, I'm not sure who scales better actually.
What have you got? Jin Hui with Jaco Nautilus.
It's a bit of a weird one.
I would say them because it's easier to execute. Like they just Gragasar Yasuo, and also Windwall is kind of crazy into Legion.
Yeah.
But it's not. That's me. If it's like Genji versus Hanwha Life playing this, it's not. Yeah. It's solo queue, so
it's gonna be weird. Obviously, he wants to. Should I follow him? Yes, maybe.
I mean, you can often get like sometimes a ward might get dropped here, and you might get info on where the jungler is. So we can go off of that. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about: what if you don't get a ward? Because we did get a ward, so I just assumed that. If you don't get it, how can you still try to figure out where they might be?
Maybe some laners are late.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, so you can check if they leash. If they're late to lane.
There's nothing there.
Very nice.
That's all for me. I want to recall as fast as possible.
Yep. Good. Bit of a weird one because... Okay, Gragas is still bot, so he's definitely starting bot side this game. He is jungle, right?
Yes, correct. Okay.
Okay, never mind, he might die, or just not... I think he's too low to be able to do his camp.
Yeah.
We can't get a normal jungle game. In the week where I was like, okay, let's practice some jungle tracking, both games are weird shit.
In the next week I will have some normal games. Hopefully.
But we'll still try to think about it. And you play your matchup and I'll... Okay, it looks like Tom Kench is moving to help him leash. So we'll assume he's starting bot. And you did actually get early push, which is nice. Nice, big crit. Nice. Got a last auto as well.
I was worried about the tower chops, but I was fine.
So what we're thinking is we've got 3 waves until Gragas enters our side of the map. Or until Gragas is like ready to play around us.
Okay.
An ally has been slain.
$45. Can I crush that?
Okay, so 3 waves have now happened. Oh, see if you can live this.
I don't think I have to ghost.
No, I don't. Oh, maybe you should have.
Yeah, I should have.
Nimbus Cloak with Ignite. Okay, regardless of what happened in lane, let's just go back to what we were doing. So, three waves had passed, so you would now expect Gragas... Like, it's that 3:15 timer. You'd expect him to have finished his clear, and this is when you would be thinking, okay, I could get ganked now. And you'd crash the wave and you were backing off, so...
That's so good.
That's very good. Okay, 3:30. Where would Gragas be now?
Probably on the schedule.
Yep.
He's not.
He's not?
Maybe he's place.
I wonder where he is.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just very slow because of how his early went. We'll have a look when we go into review. Oh, no, he is. Yeah, he's there, so...
I can look at something.
Okay, and if he... Yeah, so this is his other gank window, right? It was just after Crab. So if you don't die in this window, where's he going to be for the next 3 waves? I mean, obviously he can look to gank mid as well as top.
Well, I showed. Well,
okay, where do you expect Gragas to be for the next 3 waves, though?
He's gone for Scuttle, and then outside.
Yep. So you've got 3 waves of complete freedom. Like, the jungle's not going to be there.
I'm not warding here because that's pointless.
Yep, good.
Does she have 2 long swords? Yeah, fight her. Hit me once? Yeah, thank you. So that he pushes faster. I'm gonna suffer a bit on the turret, but that's alright. Can I get all of these minions? Yeah, this one.
Gragas killed someone bot instead of going straight to his camps. He killed someone, so he's a little bit slow. So you'd probably start the 3 waves from now rather than from before.
Minion block. I'm not going for these. I don't mind. Looking to stay healthy.
So that was 1 wave.
Can't really do anything here.
It's okay, yeah, you get pushed in this matchup and you're just trying to get whatever farm you can. Not having the best matchups today, but hey, what can you do?
That's fine.
Okay, that's 2 waves.
Yeah.
So after this cannon wave, that's when we're expecting the guy.
She has no flash. If I manage to make her with me, happy. But I'm not in a rush here. I want level 6 for trying anything. Okay, that's good.
Okay, are you expecting this to be a 2v1 or a 2v2? Based on what we've been covering.
2v2.
Yep.
I should have ghosted earlier. I was not level 6.
Yeah,
it's a shame. I thought I was.
But the way ping him, yeah, good. You don't want him to break your freeze. Okay, Gragas did top into mid, and now he's running through mid.
Yeah.
So I guess he's going back towards Drake now. But I think he could have been there on that gank if he came top instead of mid.
Yeah.
He's run all the way bot now. So now we're going to get another, like, as soon as he walks into his bot side jungle, you're going to get another 3 waves or so until he could gank you again.
The shape of bot was actually clutch.
I don't think that, yeah, there's not really anything you can do. What can we look for happening to figure out when... So Gragas could have started his 3 waves thing on this wave, or what could happen soon that would tell us that he's not started it yet?
I don't know.
Okay,
sure.
if you know the pop-up where it's like enemy has killed the dragon, then you'd be like, oh, okay, he did dragon instead of starting it.
Yeah.
There you go. So now you expect him to start his...
Yeah. Maybe let her out too easily here.
Maybe, yeah. I think you could have stopped the crash, but also I was making you think about other things. So
I'm not gonna hard push this because she is recording. I want the wave to come back to me. That last hitting.
But yeah, the stuff that I'm talking to you about in this game, the aim is to get it to where you don't have to really you know, like how you don't really have to consciously think about your wave management because you've got you've got it kind of ingrained in your head. If we can get this to that as well, it's very nice. Like you just sort of passively think about it.
Yeah, I get you.
So that was 1 wave. This is the 2nd wave. So actually, why is it kind of scary for you to play from this position?
No, I can't get there.
No, it's
because she crashes and bounces. Right?
Yeah. So if this wave bounces, then you're kind of expecting Gragas to be top after, like on the next wave because it's the 3rd one.
Oh, maybe I can make her lose a plate. Maybe not.
So it's kind of like when we thought Nocturne was here and we're pushing. Yep, we go ward. Makes us a bit safer. Oh, there he is. Right on time.
This is natural wave. I can probably... Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Okay, he's dead.
Oh, he actually lived.
Wow.
Huge.
Maybe shield. Came back up. But I want to... Maybe... Yeah. Maybe bait her... Oh, she has time at. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, nice. She'll just naturally push into you.
Yeah. Hit me a bit. Thank you. I don't care about the damage at all.
I'm just watching what Gragas was doing. He was doing something in mid still, and he just backed off. So I would probably, you know, when you were like, oh, I'll assume he might still be top, I would normally give it a wave. So like after this wave that Quinn is about to start hitting now, then I would say, okay, Gragas is probably back in bot side.
I don't think there's a killing goal here.
But do you see how, you know, like how I'll let you play this first, actually.
No. No. I'm not confident. Maybe I could.
It's okay. But yeah, this game I've kind of been telling you where Gragas might be, and you know, do you feel how it felt almost impossible to ever be ganked?
Yeah.
So if you can passively... Oh, what the hell? He's here. See, that's surprising. Sometimes they surprise you. Good flash. But he's got a red buff and no blue buff, so you know he's done his top side. Ooh, Ezreal. Very nice. Oh, close. Still double kill for you, and that gets grubs for your team.
I hope. Ideally, they would have pushed.
Yeah, I think so too. But hey, what can you do? You got a double kill at least.
Yeah.
I love how, right as I was saying about how you always knew where Gragas was, he did something really surprising and just turned on.
Yeah.
I jinxed it.
I look forward to rewatching that after the session is done, because I have to say it's hard to focus on everything you say.
Oh yeah, of course.
The wave is good,
but it's good to get an idea of like the thought processes I'm having while you're in the game, and then you can start trying to think of it yourself later.
Is this fightable? Actually not.
No. Ooh, whale. Oh, it hits Quinn. No, she's so lucky.
I'm in trouble here. I have no ult. Okay, just scare him away is enough. I have to correct my wave.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they're gonna. I'm moving before pushing.
So this Gragas has still not been... He's not been bot in ages. So like, he really wants to go... Or he should really want to go bot. Unless he's starting to do that thing where they just run around doing random stuff.
Yeah.
Which sometimes people do start doing, at which point... It's a bit harder to track.
It's a bit scary. Oh wow.
He's a very annoying champion to catch. Tiamat's good though, because it stops him executing. Nice.
We got there.
Yep, got there in the end. The wave was really good for you in top as well. I'm not sure if you can make it back in time though.
No, there's no way. I should E after leaving Fountain still full HP. No, this was really chaotic. Done XP. I have no ult, so I'm not gonna try anything.
So I normally say 14 minutes is when mid-game starts because like plates are down. I would probably stop using jungle camps to track where people are at that point. Like it's mostly going to be about like when you see them and that sort of thing.
Sure, recalled.
Because the reasons for that are, one, they clear the camps so fast, and two, like this Gragas, once they get their first item, they kind of start just running around doing random shit. This matchup was very annoying. You got grubs again, so if you ever do get any tempo to just hit towers, it's very nice for you. Like there, actually, your little grub guy just went and auto-attacked the tower once, and it did 160 true damage.
Oh, I fell slow again. It's annoying.
Yeah, Quinn's so painful to lane against his melees. The fact that she maxes W and just gets the move speed from that is so annoying. I feel like she should have to max a damage spell, but she just doesn't. So
I forgot that she could scout me from the roof as well.
yeah.
So she's not there, she recalled. Okay, they are pinging dragons, so I'm gonna make sure. Okay, 2-3. Could I go on her? I can just
Maybe, but yeah, you can just put your grubs on the tower. Let's see how much true damage this does. 100, 120, 220 true damage, just for that tiny little hit you got on the tower. It's basically a demolish proc. Like, not quite, but... And if it's 6, you get 2 of the little guys, so it's even more.
You're not last hit, dude. I really don't care about the damage.
Yeah, you have so much sustain now. This far down the lane, if she ever wastes E, then you can definitely ghost on her.
She's just used the Tryndamere as well. Oh, wow. No, that's too far.
Too far yet. I mean, that surprised me as well. If you were ready for it, you could have punished it, but like that was...
I want to help resist before.
Yeah.
Hitting.
Yeah.
He's losing the wave in time. Nothing going on here. Oh, I cancel my base by accident.
Oops.
Okay, she's running, so then I'm pushing
Yeah,
next.
push again.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Bot lane's a bit of an unfortunate situation. You might have to base and go bot after this tower.
Yeah.
Enemy double kill.
You can just base now.
Yeah.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Gonna get tier 2. Actually, yeah.
That's rough.
Is there anything for me here?
So here I would ping... This is another case of where you can ping. You can ping Herald, and then you can push bot and go for that T1.
Didn't mean to ping that. Yeah.
There you go, it worked. Shaco's pinging for help on it.
We have no prior mid though. Someone's gonna answer me. Quinn is not there.
Yeah, but the difference between you and Quinn right now is you have 5 grubs. So
Yeah.
if they leave you alone, you probably take tier 2.
Okay, it's 5v4.
As long as they can back out without dying, it's very, very good for you. Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're choosing to fight. This is weird by them.
It's just one day.
I mean, honestly, the fight's still going. You can keep going.
Yeah. I will.
This is the best inhib for you to get as well, because it's the one opposite Baron, which is about to spawn.
And they are winning the fight.
What?
Wow.
Oh, okay, well,
Okay.
easy game.
Oh, but that's too low. They're all too low. They should press B. I'm not going for the inhib here.
Yeah,
So we're spawning.
go shop and then Probably just pressure the other side lane.
I was looking for jungle camps, but okay, not this one. Okay, check us a bit. Or
What's the timer on Dragon?
120.
Okay, yeah, very good opportunity to pressure top lane then. Looks really nice for you. I think just bear in mind that, like, especially like Quinn. Never mind, she just entered. But
Yeah.
she's kind of like Nasus was last game, where it's hard for you to kill her. So
Yeah.
instead of making the kill the objective, make the tower the objective, and just think about that. Especially because you've got grubs again. So like you just saw in bot lane, any amount of free time you get to hit the tower, it just disappears.
So she's not farming, so she's gonna be useless. So Yasuo did not go for this way, so most likely he's rotating for Dragon. One in this bush.
Nice. Oh, there's another guy here.
I'm getting him. Maybe not. Maybe I could.
Maybe.
Sure.
I think the correct play is probably to just get out though, because your team has numbers elsewhere. So if you just don't die, then. But yeah, maybe you could have killed him. Okay, well now you kill him. There's no getting away from that.
Yeah.
He only gave 150 gold. That's so sad.
Yeah. Really weak. Yeah, we're doing Dragon. Anyone? Yeah, okay. I could. Yeah, the wave is, or maybe just, yeah, makes him scared.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh,
What's your plan for the next sort of 3 minutes of this game?
I'd like to get that tower and then go bot.
Yeah, perfect. And then you can ping Nash,
Can't get that tower.
because they will need multiple people to stop you, because if you get this T2 as well, that's an extra 700 gold. You're going to go back and spend like 3,000 gold.
Let's go out this carry. Oh.
I mean, they're spending time and resources to pressure you.
Gonna look for the crab. Yeah, there are. I'm out of there. I should just be actually.
Yeah, you should probably ping Hui. You can even type, like, sometimes you can type in chat, or that works too. That you're going bot.
Yeah,
and ping, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, ping, that's a really good, like, ping strategy, is pinging that you're going to that lane and then pinging the Nash.
I guess you can take this.
Yeah, it's fine if he takes the wave. As long as he starts, like, he should move into mid now, and he can look to clear mid wave and play around Nash. Like, I don't think, even though they killed your team, I don't think they can even take Baron, because you'll end if they take Baron. It's just part of the power of being opposite whatever objective is up as Trynd. But yeah, mid T2, but you're getting bot inhib for sure. She cannot stop you, surely. Can she actually? Okay. Maybe if you autoed the minion and spun on her again, that could have worked. Very annoying jump though. Okay.
Sad. I should know that she's not collecting this. She's still chasing me.
Yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
I think what you have to do at this point is, if she E's you, you have to look to reset your E on something that's near her, so like you have minions, and then you can dash on her again.
Yeah. Even if I ever get close, she melts.
Yeah, yeah. You have so much damage. And then here, while I'm dead, I'd just press tab and see, is dragon soon? I can't remember how long dragon is. So maybe top pressure might end up being better than bot pressure, because it will transfer from it being about Baron to being about Drake.
Please press B. They want to turn on that tank edge. If you chase, you can be there. But I can't block his jumps. So... Okay.
So yeah, I would ping dragon here and get it in their head. That's what we're gonna go for. Ah, Shaco did it actually.
Yeah, as well.
But as like it plants the seed in their head. It starts getting them thinking about it.
Okay, just Obragas here.
Yep.
I'd like to have some wards. Yeah. Not sure where I should. Maybe around there.
Yeah, that looks good. I mean, right now their jungle is on the wrong side of the map for the dragon, so that's very good for you. I think he E'd the wave, so you could have maybe looked to spin on him. He's gonna get it back up soon though. I mean, they're playing dragon with no jungler.
Good luck catching up with me. I'm just gonna take me wave.
Yeah, very good. You can even look to go top again after, because your team's dragging them to bot, so...
Yeah.
Looks very good. Oh.
Yeah.
And Baron's not happy with you. But yeah, like what you just did there, where they had to react to you in top lane, and then they also had to react to you in mid lane, and now they have to react to you in top lane again. That's like where you were dying last time. If you were just staying alive and constantly pressuring like this, they can never really catch up with the pressure. Like now Quinn's here, so you can try to move away maybe, or you could hit the minion and spin on her again.
Yeah, I think I slow again. So well, I think I try to slow her when she is. That doesn't work.
Are they on you?
What?
How did this happen? I mean, if they die, you do Baron.
There's no minion for me.
Ping, I think, yeah, 3 enemies dead. Ping Baron. You can probably just start it. I think you can hit it for a while before it. Yeah, you're fine to tank this for forever, essentially.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Okay, when you recall with this Baron and spend your gold and come back out onto the map, which side lane are you going to go for?
Probably top.
Why is it top?
Because there's still towers to get there, I guess.
Yep. Maybe you can go and defend that bot wave. That might change things. But yeah, your logic is perfect. Is that if you went top, obviously you have to defend this wave, but if you didn't have to do that and you went top, then you could take the tower, and then after you take top tower, you could just run through the base and take the bot inhib as well. So you get with top you can get both. With bot you can only get bot.
I think I'm staying bot here.
You still stay bot. You ended up going bot to defend the wave. Kind of had to be done.
That's pretty bad.
Yep.
I think there's one more wave and then deep, probably.
Depends if the enemy chases onto your team or not.
If they're coming back in.
Oh, your Shaker's actually taking the inhib. Maybe you can just rotate and get the wave then.
Yeah.
Or maybe help him. Nah,
No,
wave.
that feels, feels useless.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
He's doing his thing. It worked.
What are you going to do after this wave?
Top.
Nice. Good. And yeah, the last time you weren't pressuring or creating tempo or like pressure with waves anywhere was like 5, maybe 10 minutes. Like it was ages ago. You've just been constantly pressuring this game.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
And your CS is really high as a result.
Yeah.
You're over 100 CS up on Quinn actually.
Yeah, she's just not farming.
Yeah.
Yeah, always tries to fight me. But
So here, you probably ping mid tower for your team. Again, just trying to control them as much as you can.
Yeah, just buff the creeps for now. Oh, fuck that.
Oh.
That's
I think you're fine. Wee!
Wait for this.
Surprised you don't have a wave in bot at all. How did that happen? You have
I
super
think he has
minions there.
to, loves to split. Oh, this guy is a bit. Someone just keeps a CC for that, yes. Perfect. And then so top. Probably can't deny that bounty, but
Nice, I think she's just dead. I'm not even sure if you had to flash, honestly. But
yeah,
it guarantees it, and honestly, I think killing her there wins you the game because now you get mid inhib, and then you can push this out and get top inhib.
Yeah.
So I respect the flash.
Sick of her.
Yeah, fair enough.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I had no minions, so yeah.
Here you can ping the top tower to get them ready because next wave you're going to be on it. Because they can't end into Ezreal alive. Yeah, I mean you pinged it. They still didn't move for it. What they should have done is just be ready to move top, and but you can probably still get this.
Yeah.
If you get 3 inhibs, the game is essentially over every time. So
yeah.
Might just be the tower this time, but next time you show up top, that's gone.
Gragas chasing me.
Now it's a thing of like, what do you think I should ping? I would ping my team for here.
Drake.
Yep. So get that, and then here it's a case of like, do I need this item? Because you can buy a full item in base, but also I think the pressure is just more valuable than having.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
I'm still gonna pressure.
Yeah.
Well, this is scary though. I have no escape.
Yeah. And wait until. Maybe you can go now. Oh, yeah, going into that fight's probably better. To be fair.
Oh wow.
Ah, rip.
Okay, it should do.
Did he just eat it? I think that is it. Oh, wait. There you go. He eat now.
Just wait for Jin. I played that poorly. Yeah, he's dead. I'm sorry. I played that poorly.
Not the end of the world, but a bit of a throw. Oh!
Yeah. I was not sure. I should have stayed. What do I want here? Minions.
Yeah, looks good. Could have got pot as well, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Okay, with Baron, if you pressure bot, you're threatening Nexus right now, so that's quite a big thing. Also, this guy might just die.
Yeah,
No, they've got Ezreal. Yeah.
Behind him, so.
So, good. Yeah, good. ping's coming down. Go and get the pressure. And this is a very threatening push from you, because they literally have to respond to it or they instantly lose the game. This looks very good. Your team are already on Baron. That's perfect.
Just gonna walk for myself.
Nice. And here you want to watch the map to identify if they're giving or contesting. They're contesting, so... I'll flash on that guy. You don't want to let him kill your wave. That's unfortunate.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Oh, well, you got the Baron. Quinn recalled for it, so...
He should be dead. I pressed 3 because that's my key for rendering. Was on the wrong key.
If you get this Baron, it should just be Baron into 3 inhibs into win.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Jin's dying for 0. Nice. Oh well.
No, she's almost full build. We had 2 bangers game today.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no no easy games, but
yeah.
It's a very difficult position for the enemy team to play, though. Like, they're just perma shoved in with inhibs, and they can't really ever get any objectives, because you have Tryndamere, and they have no towers.
So here, my plan is to run mid first to see what happens and where is best.
Okay.
But
probably want to end up in top to threaten based on soul.
Yeah. But Shaco is gonna... Any wave works, basically.
Yep.
But yeah, opposite of objective is good.
Okay, now you're kind of in the position that your bot lane would sometimes be in.
Well, this is
you're like pressuring for the split pusher.
This is like a bit... It's not use, it's a bit briefing now.
Nice. You can maybe Hydra the wave. Okay, now you're just out. That's fine.
Just going top, maybe Hydra this.
Look how much Hydra heals, it's crazy. Is anyone... Yeah, Shaco's basing, so you're fine.
Oh yeah, true. You want to eat?
Very nice. Very, very nice how you played that, I like it. Holding the E for Hizzy, perfect.
Once I hit the slow, it was far.
Alright, nice. Very good game.
Nice.
Big win.
Yep, happy about that.
Alright. Let me grab your profile back up again. I'll get the replay, and I'll just talk to you about the stuff I was talking about involving the jungle, because it's easier to digest it when we're not in the game.
Yeah. To be fair, this Gragas was a bit of a psycho. But...
Yeah, I mean, you'll find a lot of psychopath junglers, and then you'll be like... What'll happen is you'll start understanding like exactly where he should be and why he should be there, and then he's not there, and then you're like, huh, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then you'll start thinking like, well, why is my team not punishing this? Like, his entire bot side has been up for like 3 minutes. Why is my jungler not just taking it for free? And then you'll start getting frustrated at your jungler, and that's just what happens. But
that's all right.
The main thing is, I think, based on me just like all I was doing was tracking jungle. I think for at least like the first 9-10 minutes, we just knew exactly where he was the whole game.
Yeah.
Without even really needing much vision on him. So yeah, he did that. I'm assuming what happened is he did just start on his bot side. Yeah, he did. Okay.
Are you sharing?
Yeah, I'm not sharing. Sorry. Does help if I share the screen, doesn't it? There we go.
All right, I see.
Yeah, so he did start in his bot side, so the assumption was correct.
Yeah.
So why don't you try to walk me through it as to sort of. So this was the first wave. I think what you did early to like get push and actually play the lane was really good.
Yeah. I often try to do that. Yeah. Even in bad matchups.
Okay, so we crashed the third wave. Bit unfortunate about this solo kill, but
yeah. Yeah, I did not expect her to.
Yeah, just needed to ghost, unfortunately.
It
was the Nimbus Cloak move speed, I think. Does she have...
Yeah.
It looked like Nimbus Cloak. I'm assuming she has that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Helped her catch up. Anyway, at this... He's a bit slower because of what happened early to him, the Gragas. But at this timestamp, where would you expect him to be?
In this game or in a normal game?
Let's do both. In a normal game and then in this game.
Okay. In this game, I bet he's finishing his red.
Yeah, probably.
And going to crash.
Yeah. Yep. Where do you think he would be in a normal game?
Basically in top Tribush or maybe
like
Pixelbush.
Finishing his Krugs or walking through here or something like that is
Yeah.
where he should be at that timestamp. So this is when... This is why crashing this wave is good, because now you can sit back, because this is his gank timer.
Yeah.
So you just avoid you're avoiding his gank timer. I'm trying to put my mouse on this screen. There we go. Without bringing up the leak line, it was struggling. Yeah, so like you can just let this push into you because you expect him to be here on this exact timer.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Also, I was just thinking I should have ghosted anyways because the wave was crashed. It's not like I'm gonna ghost on her on the bounce.
Yeah.
Just do the safe bet anyways. Oh yeah, keep going.
Okay, your Shaco does this and kills him. That's really nice. And then in a normal game, where would you expect Gragas to be right now?
Scuttle Crab.
Yep, perfect.
On top. Upside.
Perfect. He's actually not on Scuttle Crab. I don't know why. It's just because his clear was very slow, I guess. Okay, we just saw him at Scuttle Crab, so he's kind of where he should be, but why is this kind of awkward?
Because he could gank
in
me
a normal
and
game.
would be there.
Yeah. So it's in one of those two windows where, like, 3 minutes he's still doing his clear, but then at 3:15, oops, 3:15, he's finished his clear, so he can start looking to gank you. But then Crab comes in at 3:30, so then you're kind of safe again. And then 3:40ish, he's done with Crab, so he can look to gank you again. And then it was about we'll say like 4:05 or something to be fairly conservative that he wants to go back. So it's inside one of these two windows, which is like the common gank timings. So ideally we don't want to step up here. The reason you did is because Shaco kind of messed your wave up a bit by killing her, but also she's not in lane, so it would literally just be a 1v1 against.
Yeah,
Gragas,
I messed up first.
Yeah.
In that case, if let's say Shaco was not there, I should just leave this wave in a horrible state and wait until 4-5.
Yeah.
I have to do
well, if your enemy laner is in lane, then I would just take the loss and be like, okay, I know the enemy jungle is here and my wave's frozen. If I walk up, I'm just gonna die and it's still gonna be frozen. So you kind of just have to wait for him to leave because he is gonna leave. He can't just sit and do nothing the whole game. He will leave eventually. So now we saw what he's doing, right? He's walking into mid, which is something that he can do. What you would expect him to do? Well, what would you expect him to do in a normal game at this timestamp?
Recall.
Yeah. Recall, spend his gold and go for his bot camps. What he actually ends up doing is ganking through mid and then going for his bot camps without spending his gold, which is weird. I think a lot of junglers in lower ranks do this. They just don't spend their gold for some reason. Like Shaco's done the same. He's actually based now, to be fair, but yeah.
Extremely common, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe expect this more often in your games until you've climbed a bit higher. Maybe once you hit Emerald or Diamond, then they might stop doing this.
But the only difference is that they have their next clear with no items, but it doesn't change much their timings.
Yeah,
right?
the timings will be the same. It's just bad for them that they don't have items because their clear's slower, and then they kind of don't want to base until they finish their next clear. So their first base is going to come in at like 6 minutes, which is very late. So yeah, if we go to here, you can kind of, I mean, it's pretty obvious what he's doing, right? He's doing Scuttle Crab.
Yeah.
So if we assume that he does Crab on this wave, and then you can actually see him, so you know what he's doing. Okay, so this happens, and we can see it. And now we're going to see him walk into his bot side jungle. So now he's starting his bot side jungle. So this is when we start measuring. We go like, okay, I've got 3 waves where I don't need to worry about Gragas. In 3 waves time, then I need to worry about Gragas for about 3 waves. And then I can start not worrying. So what I was trying to do in game was just count it with you. So I would say that this would be the first wave. And you just kind of, you know, you stuck under your tower. There's not much you can do. Then this is the second wave. Okay, and then this is the third wave. So after this wave, I would expect... I guess this is on the third wave rather than after it. So where would you expect Gragas to be?
I think he's nearby, probably at his Krugs.
Yeah, he could be like on chickens. Maybe he's probably done chickens. He could be on Krugs. Yeah, he's at chickens. So pretty much where we expected. So you do, when you go for this gank, you keep in your head like, okay, I think Gragas is topside right now. Maybe this impacts something.
Yeah. I just, for some reason, thought I hit 6 here, but I didn't. I was really shocked when I died. I thought I had pressed R. And
so you don't have it.
Yeah, I would not E in, otherwise
this wave's
just
really good for you.
Totally out or something.
Okay, so that was the third wave. So now, wait, I guess he just walked across the map and went here. But we also, I remember in the game we had the, oh yeah, he must have based. He just skipped Krugs, I guess then. That is something that a lot of junglers can do. They can just skip Krugs and leave it forever. It's not the end of the world for them. But we see him bot, so now that he's left vision after being bot, I think realistically there's 2 things he could start doing. What do you think those are?
Start clearing, but
yeah. But these
Probably
camps aren't, it's only his blue up. Yeah, I think Dragon is reasonable, and what you can do, I think I talked about it in the game, is you can wait to see if this thing pops up, where Dragon. And if this pops up, then you can be like, okay, so after that, he's probably going to go into his bot side.
Yeah.
And then you can start your little 3-wave tracking mini-game thing again. So where does it happen? I'm sure at some point he does kill the dragon. Okay, yeah, there you go. He kills the dragon. His camps, like, you know his camps are going to be up because he cleared bot to top before and then he went for dragon, so his bot camps are going to be up. So you can assume 3 waves time he's probably going to be top, so I'd be looking for him to be top about 9 minutes. Like, one thing you can also do is look at the clock, and instead of basing it off waves, you can just add 130, so 9 minutes or so.
I think that might be easier for me, because I feel like I would miscount, maybe forget to count a wave.
Okay, yeah. So instead of 3 waves, just do 1 minute 30. That works.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go 9 minutes, and we'll see if that lines up with reality. So far, everything that we predicted, just based off pure theory, has actually been exactly what he did. So he couldn't actually do anything to you, because you were planning around it. I guess there was that one time you went for this gank with Shaco where he could have made it a 2v2. But aside from that, there was no real opportunity for him to actually do anything. So here, you're perfectly safe to push this wave, in theory, because Gragas isn't going to be here. And then if we skip to, you reset, and you come back, and you skip to 9 minutes. Okay, so now he should... the theory is he should be in his top side, and you're going to have another 130 or so where you have to respect him. So you're respecting him until 10:30. So let's have a look where he is. Yeah, he's in his top side, lines up. We respect him until 10:30, and then we can start playing like he's not here again. So let's see what happens. And we'll do this until 14. Oh, we actually see him. So we get confirmation that what we did was correct. And because he's doing this instead of doing his camps, you can kind of say, okay, he might stay top a little longer. And maybe that's why he does stay top a little longer, and it caught me off guard. Is because of this. So now maybe instead of 10:30, maybe we'll go 11. This happens. Okay. Yeah, we'll say like 11 is when... And then here we go, he's looking for this. He's done all his top camps. It's 10:30, which is like right on time, actually. Maybe I just counted it wrong in game, but it is actually right on time as for when we thought he would be here. And he's here. And then now, as soon as this ends, he's going to want to leave again. And then he actually dies. Where's he going to go from base?
Bot side, obviously.
100%. Unless... Does he like try to come straight out of base for grubs? He should go bot side, because those are his only camps that are up, and we are on this.
Yeah.
Or we should be on this way when we went back to mid to catch the wave, but the wave was like 2 minions. I think he should have just killed this with us. And then Gragas, I think, yeah, he does. He comes straight out of base. But what he should have done is gone bot, and then we could start our 1 minute 30 thing again, and then play according to that. He's actually top, so we can, we can play with this. And
it's so messy.
Very weird. But now I would definitely expect him to go bot. At this point, you're thinking he's been top for so long with no camps up. Surely he's going to go bot at some point.
Yeah,
he dies. Oh no, yeah, he does die, right?
Eventually, yeah.
You eventually chase him and die. Okay. The awkward thing about this is that it took him so long to die that his camps are back up in top side.
Yeah.
So realistically, he could go top from base when he respawns. I would still expect him to go bot because of... Actually, no, Herald spawning as well. So yeah, now we're at a point, which it lines up quite nicely with 14 minutes, which is where it's like anything can happen at this point, really. He can start doing really weird stuff because he doesn't really need to kill his camps on time anymore. He can start playing for objectives, playing for more kills with his completed item and stuff like that. But yeah, here you can be like, okay, now I don't really know where he is. But just through the concept and like jungle tracking, you kind of reasonably knew where he was for the first 14 minutes of the game. And the only thing you really had to do that was knowing where he started. So that's why I tell higher level players never to leash, because it gives away where you start. And we kind of just predicted, or we had like a very good idea of what would happen for the first 14 minutes of the game just off of where he started. Okay.
Yeah, I have to think about junglers a bit about like laners. Laners have to be somewhere at some specific time to catch waves. Junglers is similar, even though it's not the same timings, but they still have to be somewhere at specific times.
Yeah. They can be more flexible with it than laners because the camp won't just die to the turret. But yeah, they still do want to be. I would generally think it is like side of the map is what they want to be on. Okay, anything about that you didn't understand or want more clarification on?
No, I think that was fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. If you do feel like watching the VOD back, go for that. And
for sure.
If you're because it's going to take away a lot of your like conscious brain power. If you want to go play normals instead while you practice it, then that's good. But I would definitely recommend practicing this and trying to get it to the point where you're more naturally thinking about it in your games.
Yeah, we'll try.
All right, cool. I think that was a good session.
Yeah, it was for sure.
Nice one. All right, well, I don't know if you want to do same time next week or whatever, but let me know.
It works for me, but
yeah, if you want to do that, then that's good with me as well.
All right.
Okie doke.
All right. See ya.
Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
Bye bye.